And what is up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Fairshake podcast. I'm your host, Felipe Savage, none other than the man himself, also known as Sensei for those that know me over on the Get Rec series. How are you guys doing today? How are you doing this morning, this evening, and whatever time you are listening to this? I just hope your day is going phenomenal. Kind of a different episode today. The boys are on vacation, and that's okay, but the show never stops, and I hope they're doing good, and they had a safe trip to and from. Again, can't wait for those guys to get back. So right into it, man. There's a lot of things that's happened this week, and it being a solo cast, if you know me for any of my Mind of a Savage podcast over on YouTube, still got those videos up there for a limited time. At some point, I will be putting those into the archive, into the vault, to come back and be able to look at all this at some point or another. It's going to be really, really cool. We can do that here on the show. But man, there's been so many things that's happened to myself in terms of, inside of the gaming space. I think for the most part, Kingdom Hearts 4 trailer dropped. We'll speak on that today. We'll also speak on, I did start getting into the Halo series over on Paramount Plus. Not sponsored. But I did get to that. Saw a couple of movies. We'll talk about just about everything as much as we can in the time that we have. But I assume this is going to be the hottest thing all week and next week, because it did release on a Sunday, which is the Kingdom Hearts trailer. And for those Kingdom Hearts fans, please don't take me as a diehard fan. I'm not a diehard fan. I'm a mid fan. I'm a mid-tier fan. 100% mid-tier. You understand? So what I say, take with a huge grain of salt. You know what? Take the whole jar of salt, the whole salt shaker, and from what I'm saying, with this, of my thoughts about the game. It seems like it's running off the same engine that Final Fantasy VII Remake is ran off of, which is no problem. But at the end of the day, this isn't the art style as someone that's played 1, 2. I did not get to play 3. I'm not used to it, so it kind of threw me off. But I'm not against it entirely. I'm not entirely for it. I'm not entirely against it. I'm always willing to try something new. We are the Fairshake podcast, where we give everything a fair shake. So I would give it its fair shake until it proves me to be something I dislike. I won't say I completely dislike the art style. Now, they gave us a little bit of a fighting scene there. It seems like very interactive. You're gonna have, the way you play the game is gonna seem almost, if to me, again, it seemed almost God of War like you saw him use his keyblade to attach to a car, then attach to a wall. Then it seemed very like, press A at the right time, press X at the right time. Kind of reminded me of Scarlet Nexus. Honestly, all jokes aside, kind of reminded me of Scarlet Nexus, which I did download Scarlet Nexus about a month ago over on Xbox Game Pass, and played it for like a good hour and a half. Played it on stream. Wasn't my cup of tea whatsoever. Fine. Right? But this game reminded me of Scarlet Nexus, and that's where I was like, kind of like, when I'm watching, I'm like, man, I'm getting Scarlet Nexus vibes heavily in what I'm seeing. But again, that's not I'm not holding that against the game, because it can not be nothing like Scarlet Nexus. It's just visually, that's kind of the vibe it gave me. Of course, it gave me Final Fantasy VII Remakes vibes, which everybody that's ever played that game has told me nothing but great things about the game, about the way it plays, and about the way it, it really pushes the boundaries of what Final Fantasy has been able to do. So that's cool, right? But I just don't know if I'm 100% for the art style they chose. I like the cartoony, vibrant, Sora, Donald, Goofy, Mickey every now and then. That's what I am used to. Oh, and okay, a lot of people are probably used to that too, but it seemed very dull. Like even the heartless the big heartless that he fought, it, even that guy, the color on him just didn't. It was trash to me. Again, very early footage. It even said before the footage even played, this is all subject to change. So again, hefty grain of salt. You know, I understand not to take this one little showing and make it my whole opinion, but in terms of what they showed us, I don't know if this was it. Like, of course, if you're a diehard Kingdom Hearts fan, you probably loved it. You know, you probably loved it. You're head over head over heels for this game, and that's cool. And I'm excited for you. But for myself, I think that the art style is getting to me. But okay, we can move past the art style. Let's talk about the small combat that we saw there, where he was trying to like grab onto stuff and certain things. I love that kind of stuff in single player games. I love that. Oh, press X at the most perfect time to be able to do that, or you die. I love stuff like that. It's fine, whatever. If that's even what they're going for, it could not be something like that. It could be like you got to input something or whatever. Like, fine, sure, whatever. But what vibes I got? I got the vibes that, you know, they were trying to show us that God of War, like, oh, to grab onto this, press A now. You know what I mean? So that's the vibe I got. That in itself, that whole mechanic, I don't mind that in games. I love that in games. That's fine, cool. Then they showed like Donald and Goofy at the very end getting scared by somebody. Again, didn't play 3. Don't know if this is like in chronological order that you have to play 3 to know what the heck is happening in 4. So in terms of that, I was like, okay, how the heck are they gonna put Donald and Goofy in this kind of art style game that they're trying to pull? I don't know if it works. Maybe it does. You know, I would assume that they don't go this route for no reason, right? So why are they going this route? Why are they picking this art style? Why are they, you know, taking the whole remake art style? You know, because again, it legit looks like Final Fantasy VII Remake in terms of, you know, the visual representation of it. Could it be that they actually start introducing those characters into the game? Are we going to see Cloud, you know, there? Because we know Sephiroth has been in the game, right? We've all played him. We've all asked our big brother, hey, how do you beat this guy? Some of us helped our big brother to beat that character. Not saying I did, but hey, you know, there's some little brothers out there that was giving Sephiroth the monos, if you know what I mean, right? But it's like now the art style they're going with, do they start implementing the entire Final Fantasy cast? Are we gonna see Cloud? Are we gonna see what's his name? The guy from 10. Write it down in the comments down below. Who's the guy from 10 again? Oh man, I'm gonna beat myself up for this, but oh man. But yeah, you guys know who I'm talking about. Do they start implementing those people? You know, the bigger named Final Fantasy people. I think we do. I think at some point they start to really start making Kingdom Hearts, you know, into that Final Fantasy. They start pushing it in, and I'm not opposed to that. I think that's cool. I think that's really cool. At any point in time when you can start crossing up games in between each other, you know, start crossovers, I'm for it. I would assume, and again, I'm going very, very, very like I would say in the middle. Like put me right in the middle of like, was I hyped or was I bored watching this trailer? Put me right in the middle, right? I was both. I was hyped because it's a new game. I love new games. I'm most likely gonna pick this up if it comes up on Steam. You know, we can only time will only tell. But yeah, I'm right in the middle in terms of what I truly got from this, because at some points I'm like, oh my god, this art style, but then I'm like, oh my god, it's Kingdom Hearts, and Kingdom Hearts holds like a huge weight in like majority of people's childhood video gaming experiences, mine's included. Right, I played the crap out of one, played it like back and forth, deleted my file, played it again. You understand? I was singing "When You Walk Away, You Will Hear Me Say Please Oh Baby" to my first grade crush, and that's okay. That's okay. Right, but here we go. We started giving here on the Fairshake podcast, we started giving trailer scores. Now I cannot say what the guys are going to give it because again, they're on vacation. Shout out to the boys. I hope they're doing great. I hope they're having fun. But for me, and this is a very rough score. Out of 5, we're not going out of 10s. Out of 10s, you start hearing numbers like 7, but 7's pretty good. No, when you hear 1 through 5, you hear a number, you'll know if that game is going to be good in terms of what you think about it, right? So I'm going to give it, like I said, right down the middle of how it made me feel. So I'm going to give it a 3. Right now, you guys are blazing me in the comments already. I could see everyone just typing heavily right now. Stop it. Now I want you to tell me, are you writing what you're writing in the comments? Because I know you guys are writing in the comments right now. Are you writing what you're writing because you're a diehard fan or that you like video games? Because it's different. Diehard Kingdom Hearts fans, you guys are going to say, dude, this is a 5 out of 5. But you're biased. Now, if you're saying it because you love video games and you know, hey, this is a 5 out of 5 video game trailer, I respect it. But hey, we got a lot to talk about here on the show. I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. We'll see what the guys give it on the next episode. Cause I'll definitely ask them, hey, did they see? What do they like? What do they give it? So, definitely. Let me turn that light on for you guys because I'm looking hella dark right now. But yeah, so ultimately, let's get into it, right? We're talking about Kingdom Hearts. We said what we had to say. For me, again, 3 out of 5. Let's get past Kingdom Hearts now. Let's go to Halo. Halo series on Paramount Plus. We're 2 episodes in. Well, episode and a half because I didn't want to spoil myself. I have a thing where I just go, I watch the show, and then I'm done with it over a thing. So I said, hey, let me do like a 1.5 episode, and just, every time I bring it up again, or when I start up the movie club, right? Because we're starting that soon, very soon. Just have so much stuff in the works, guys. So if you've been waiting on that, I apologize. Just wait on it, man. It's gonna be great. But yeah, for the series, episode 1 into episode 2, bro, I cried. I legitimately cried. Now you might be saying, hey, the show sucks. And it might from, further down the line, it might, but I cried like a baby, dude, like a baby. It gave me all the feelings of being back in school in 6th, 7th grade and asking my friends, hey, what are you doing when you get home? And they will look at you and say, I'm getting on Halo. What are you doing? You knew it. You boys were just going to full throttle Halo matchmaking all night. Do Halo 3 all night long, and it was the time of your life, right? So I start to cry, and while I'm crying, I'm like, dude, what the hell's going on? Like, you get a grip, right? Get a grip. And I apologize, I have so much light in this room apparently now. But yeah, like it caught me off guard because you in episode 1, and slight spoilers, no spoilers. His mask, Master Chief's mask, it like recharges his armor, and I just start bawling, dude, because I remember hearing that, back in H3 days, like, and it was an experience, like, it just, life hit me all at once, and it was so funny. My wife just is like, you're crying again? I'm like, yes, dude, I am. Okay, leave it be. I love my life, so. But it was awesome, man. It was awesome experience. I think this show has promise. Now, of course, if you're a Halo fan, like a huge one, you want everything perfect. I don't think that this is that type of show. I don't think that this show is gonna be like, hey, we're like in chronological order of the books, or like everything like Witcher is. I don't think that this show is going to be like Witcher. I really don't. I think Witcher is in a class all of its own. I think Witcher is a very phenomenal show, right? But I'm not saying that this can't be. Well, I probably just did say that, but I'm going to rewind and say this could be it, but it's not it now. And that's okay, right? It's okay. It's a very, very solid show. I love, bro. There was a scene there with just, they got into the action quick. They spoke a little bit, but they got into the action quick because that's what Halo is. It's about the action. It's about the experience. So that with that experience, it really gave me something like that I've been wanting, which is that like this intense moment that hits you all at once, and you're just like trying to take it all in, and it's like it looks good. It looks good, man, and I love everything about that I've been watching so far. Of course, I'll update you guys in a further episode where it's like, oh, like, hey, have you seen the entire show? There's season 1. I'll update you guys on how I feel. But for right now, man, please give it a chance if you do have Paramount Plus. I am not saying it is worth subscribing to Paramount Plus. I'm not saying that. I'm going to be as honest as I can possibly can. Save your money. Ask somebody that does have it. Hey, do you have Paramount Plus? Can I borrow that, dude? But, bro, it's solid. For what it is solid. Now, if you're going into it looking for this, oh my God, this looks nothing like Halo 3, you're going to be disappointed. Look for something that, and what I mean look for, I mean go into it with a very open mind. Go into it like thinking, hey, what do I want this experience to be? Do you want it a whole full, Halo 1, Halo 2, Halo 3 experience like how the games are, that show is? You're probably not going to get that. But what I can say is if you go in with an open mind, you might just find something you love. And I did in episode 1.5, because I did go into the half. But hey, that's neither here or there. But for that, thus far, I really have to say out of 5, because we don't do 10s. Out of 5, 3.5. And I'm okay with that. That's good. 3.5 is good. 3.5 is high. Out of 5, we got to remember, 3.5 is high out of 5. Above average. There you go. Definitely, don't go out your way, though. Guys, please do me a favor. If you listen to me on Podbean, if you're watching me on YouTube, do not buy Paramount Plus to watch Halo. Especially if you're a Halo fan. Don't go out your way to subscribe to Paramount Plus. There's probably a friend out there or two that have it already, right? Ask for their password, man. It's that easy. But again, do not. 3 out of 5 for episode 1. Not as an entire series yet, because I haven't finished it. I'm pretty sure they're still going. I don't know how many things. I hope it doesn't get canceled, man. That's something I feel like that maybe the first season is not going to be the best. But sometimes shows have really good season 2 bounce backs, man. Like sometimes it's a slow starter. It's not the best season 1, but like the directors and the actors, they bounce back in season 2 and they really push it through, man. So hats off to those people really working on the Halo series. It's actually pretty good, man. 3.5 out of 5. I'll watch that. I'll watch the shit out of that, to be honest with you. But moving on. Let's move on. We spoke about Kingdom Hearts, spoke about Halo. We got to speak about everything else that's freaking been happening in video games. And honestly, it's been a lot. They're talking about that they're already April 30th, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, not remake, but Modern Warfare sequel to 2019's Modern Warfare is going to be shown on April 30th. I want to give expectations. Now, expectations for this new game, they said that they're like going above and beyond into a new space, sort of. Some people are saying there's leaks. They're saying that it's going to be Rainbow Six-ish. There's leaks. They're saying that it's going to be complete crap. But whatever it's going to be, just be decent. We can't like, listen, honestly, I know everybody wants good. I know everybody wants great. But right now, in terms of if they've been working on this game already, it better be great. But if this is something that they're trying to save Call of Duty with, man, just be decent. Like, after Cold War, people didn't really like the game too much. Then they went on over and did Vanguard. Vanguard was a complete mess, complete disaster. In terms of what it was as a whole. So I think coming into this new Microsoft era, this new Microsoft slash Blizzard Activision era, I think that what you want to do is just make a decent game. You don't want to just make a game that falls flat. Is, give us enough to keep us happy, man. And I think that like these developers, they know what it is. They know what makes us happy. We say it time and time again. We just want a game that comes out complete. It comes out with rank system. We want to know how good we are, man. And that's something that a lot of games are not getting right. That a lot of these popular games like Valorant, like games like in that nature, is that most of these games now are look at Halo. Halo dying out now. Don't get me wrong. I spoke highly. I really thought that Halo was going to be above and beyond, and it is. But man, the developers are. Listen. Backtrack. Let's backtrack. Talk about COD. Rank system. Come out with a rank system. Release with a rank system. Make it a key component inside of Call of Duty that you have a rank system. Who out there doesn't want to know how good they are? Who out there doesn't want that experience that there can be possibly the best player in the game, or get to the highest level possible? Sometimes just grinding for gun camos isn't enough. Isn't enough of the experience. It's like, okay, you know what? Warzone's a thing, and you want to get the best camos for Warzone so you can look cool. At some point, it's not there. It's not there anymore. And I think people started to realize that with Vanguard. They bring back prestiges, regular prestiges. Don't give me this prestige where like I gotta wait a whole season to then hit another prestige, and then there's no icons for it. It's just like these ugly things. Like, no, I want my prestiges back. I want to race Killer Ghost and see who could get Master Prestige first, man. Like, come on, you're taking that from me, COD. Give me that back. So honestly, April 30th, I'm definitely going to watch it. I know my boy Killer Ghost is going to definitely watch it. For you guys that know him as Chris is going to watch as well. Hopefully we could do some kind of Fairshake, watch party. Maybe get a couple of you guys over on Twitch with us, because we are doing the Fairshake Studios over at Twitch as well. We're doing a bunch of things on there. We're doing Fairshake casting, where we cast matches in our Call of Duty league that we are in. That's been fun. We're going to be doing a bunch of things Call of Duty related, because me and both myself and Killer Ghost are very heavily embedded into the Call of Duty community in terms of the CRL community. Again, a show here that is related to just talking about the players. In the Get Wreck Bro series is on here on this channel on YouTube. So go on over to Twitch and also follow us there, because every follow, every subscriber, you guys are absolutely a blessing. We appreciate you guys. So if you can't do that, we very much appreciate it. Okay, so we spoke about COD. And honestly, again, just finishing off on COD so we could just move on, because I want to get to a few things today, man. I think that there's a lot to speak about. The week went by very, very fast in terms of the last episode to this episode this week. In terms of COD, I think that come out with a solid rank system, and a lot of your back end problems we can avoid. Like we can look past. We can look past as a community. That sometimes I think that if we can find that experience, if we can really grasp what it is to be like the best, the highest level in the game, a lot of those people like tend to look past, hey, there's a bug here, there's a bug there. Now, we don't have stuff like that to keep our minds off the 10,000 bugs that's in your game, dude. Like, come on, don't do that to us. Don't give us a sorry experience and then ask us, hey, look past the fact that your gun is an absolute monster that you can't see your entire screen. monster glitch gun in Call of Duty Warzone. If you know, you know. And if you know, you're probably punched out a monitor or two, and that's okay. Yo, but shout out to Pro Daddy, a former member here, a former cast member here on the Fairshake Studios. Honestly, he single handedly sent a lot of those Activision Blizzard guys on vacation, buying every tracer pack possible for the M4A1. If you know, you know. But yeah, just moving on. So in terms of just video games, I think that there's something I've been wanting to say. I was gonna say this in Mind of a Savage, but obviously I came full time here to the Fairshake Studios. Video games right now are at a poor point in terms of it. I feel like it's nowadays, which again I could say also for back then, but nowadays I feel like it's just everyone has one game, and I would love an era that there's multiple games that pull your time like in an evenly way, because we're all gonna have our favorite game. That's fine, but I feel like it's like dudes just only like Call of Duty, dudes just only like Halo, dudes just only like Elden Ring, dudes just like where's that era? I felt like the best era was like when it was Halo, COD, Gears, like all those games all together, where you literally played each of them at least twice a week. You know what I mean? So it's like, where's that era at now, man? I feel like now it's just you either playing Fortnite or you either playing Apex, or you playing Valorant or CS:GO, or it's like, where the heck is the like why is it that we're doing that nowadays? Why is it that we only are okay with playing one game? I don't know, man. I don't know. And then most of the time it's free to play. That's the crazy thing. That's the crazy thing. And hey, man, I'm not knocking it at the same time that I am knocking it. But like, I just feel like, where is that in gaming nowadays? Where's that experience that, are we gonna get on this game after playing? Literally, you can't tell me, not one person in the comments could tell me that them and their group of friends, their main group of friends, play more than one game a night. You can't. It just doesn't happen no more. But back then, back in my day, when I was in 8th grade, dude, we were playing, we're going to play 5 games of Gears, 2 of Halo. Let's get on COD and bust some cheeks. Wait a minute. Listen, I take it back. You know what I meant. Don't you dare. But yeah, seriously, come on. Like, where's that era now, man? It's like nowadays, we're only playing Apex or only Warzone. 8 hours, 5 hours of Warzone, 3 hours of this game, and then everybody gets off, man. Where is the diversity in games? Like, where's the mix up? Where are the multi-John Dons? You know what I mean? The multi-John. The dudes that play multiple games in the same night, dude. And of course, some people, they work, they have their things, they have their family, they can't play multiple games a night. That's fine. But even if you have 3 hours, why only play one game 3 hours? Explain that to me. I want to hear from you people that do that only play COD all night or only play Halo all night. Me, I gotta mix and match, dude. I gotta mix and match. If I don't mix and match, I'll go crazy. I'll start to feel like, man, this game is just not for me no more. And I rather fill the anger I have with one game with another, so that I don't end up hating the first game. You know what I mean? But hey, ladies and gentlemen, I really just want to know, man. Do you guys think the same? Do you guys think that we're just in a one game era? Damn, it sucks to say it, but I think we are. And if whatever that one game is to you, fine. You find it fun. Sure. I've been there before. I remember Fortnite, early Fortnite, dude, sun up to sun down on weekends. At least 4 or 5 hours. We all did it. I don't want to see no one saying, dude, like Fortnite. We all did it. Each and every one of you in the comments, at some point or another, played Fortnite from 8 in the morning to 8 at night. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. I do not want to hear it. But honestly, what can you do at that point? What can you do when it's just that one game? Like when Fortnite was there, it was the only game that was actually like enjoyable. Yeah, you had other games, but dude, I don't even know. Like all jokes aside, I don't even know what like when Fortnite first dropped. I didn't even you couldn't even tell me what other games came out that year. Maybe if you told me, I'd be like, oh yeah, I remember that, but I couldn't tell you right off the top of my head. Literally, I just know Fortnite came out that year. That's it. That's it. Because it was like I remember it was the only battle royale experience on console because PUBG didn't make its way yet. So I knew of PUBG, but I knew PUBG didn't come out that year. PUBG, I believe, came out the year before. Don't quote me on that. Could be off by a year or two. But yeah, I remember that it was the only experience, battle royale experience on console at the time. And bro, I couldn't tell you guys what games came out that year. Couldn't, couldn't. But hey, man, Fortnite doing it good, man. I've been a huge advocate for Fortnite for the Fortnite scene. I've always went above and beyond to say, man, like Fortnite does a lot of things right, bro, and we have to talk about Fortnite. Because if you didn't know, and if you've been living under a rock for the better part of the start of the season, which the start of the season was a couple of weeks ago, they completely removed building in the game. And when you thought it couldn't get any better, Fortnite comes out with this mode. And boy, was it a hit throughout the entirety of the community. Yes, there are going to be those players that build coliseums before you can get one shot off. They were absolutely mad because, hey, they were practicing for the last 3 years how to build a coliseum before you got a shot off. So those guys were mad. But hey, no one really cared about those guys. We were good. Everybody was good. So everybody got right back on Fortnite. I'm literally talking about every single person, all the top streamers. A couple of my friends hit me up. Hey, let's play some Fortnite. I was with it. At that point, I was with it because anytime that it only takes your gun skill or the way you play a game in terms of hey, I gotta rotate, hey, I gotta do this, hey, I gotta do that. Anytime that you can show that off in a game, I'm there for it. But at some point I had to back off of the Fortnite due to the fact that I couldn't build anymore. Well, I could build, but I couldn't keep up with these, for lack of better words, these 12-year-old kids that just completely annihilated me. You know what I mean? So it was the worst experience, especially towards the back end of my Fortnite days. But now, Breath of Life with no build, and even people that've never played Fortnite because of the building have literally hopped right into this experience, which is phenomenal for the culture of gaming. Period. When a game can do something like this, when people are saying, "Oh, Fortnite's dead, Fortnite's dead, Fortnite's dead," and with a flick of a button, take away the thing that made them original, and you get a uproar. When I tell you uproar, my entire Twitter feed was literally people asking, "Hey, is anyone trying to play the no build LTM limited time mode?" For those people that don't know, the no build LTM, like that was what I was seeing on my Twitter feed. So it was crazy. It was insane. And I tried it myself, and it was an absolute fun experience. So much that it was supposed to be just an LTM, and now is embedded into the game's complete experience. And now you would always have that mode be an experience where there are a bunch of people playing the no build mode. There's still now the people that love building in Fortnite, they have their mode back, and it's a complete experience. So hey, ladies and gentlemen, if you're looking for a game to get back into and you disliked Fortnite but loved it at the same time, and your only dislike with it was that you had to build, get yourself back into the best crossover video game experience, which is Fortnite, man. Honestly, I cannot say it enough. Fortnite does everything right, and now with this implement like into the whole experience, the no building experience, you're gonna have an absolute fun time while you're wearing your Naruto outfit, while shooting at Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy. And then you know what, there's somebody behind you, third party, and guess who that is, ladies and gentlemen? It's Sasuke Uchiha. What more do you want, ladies and gentlemen? But that is gonna be all for today. And I want to just say thank you to each and every one of you guys that have subscribed to the channel, that have followed us on social media, and that have just been honestly supporting us since the rebranding that we had this past January. Honestly, you guys are absolutely phenomenal, and we have been really happy to just come in week after week and try to bring you some content. You know, we're gonna keep a lot of things going here on the channel. The Fairshake podcast itself will always be a staple to the Fairshake Studios YouTube. You'll always get this weekly, every Monday, 6 a.m. You will get this experience. But each and every other day, we're looking to try and fill in the gap, so you're not waiting too long on different types of content. As we do have the Get Wreck Bro series that is coincides with the CRL. If you guys don't know what the CRL League is, it's the COD Rec League. You can find them over on Discord at the COD Rec League. Also, you can go on their website, codrecleague.com, and honestly, try to be a member. If you love Call of Duty, you want that competitive experience, that's definitely an experience to go for. But yeah, so much things coming here on the channel. I'm so excited that I was able to do, another iteration of the Mind of a Savage, meets the Fairshake Studios, man. It's a blessing to be able to do this for you guys. I hope I didn't talk your ear off too much. But if I did, I apologize. But I want you to know, ladies and gentlemen, have a good day. Have a good night. Jeez, man, I am tired. But I know you got this. And ladies and gentlemen, goodbye.